The search continues for the shooters who opened fire on police in Ferguson, Missouri, wounding 2 officers. Good morning, I'm Miranda Khan, and this is your Newsmax Now update. Protesters were out again last night, but things were calmer. Some local police officials say there needs to be a curfew to restore calm.
And let's not pretend for a second that this is a first. Even though it's been underreported, cops have been getting shot at out here on and off for the last 7 months.
The president on Jimmy Kimmel Live said the shooting takes away from the point that the peaceful protesters are trying to make.
There was no excuse for criminal acts, and whoever fired those shots shouldn't detract from the issue. They're criminals. They need to be arrested.
Officers from the St. Louis County Police Department and the Missouri Highway Patrol were called in to help with security in Ferguson yesterday. More problems for the Secret Service and those 2 agents who reportedly were drinking and driving. The Washington Post now reports that when the agents drove their car into a White House barrier last week, they apparently drove right through a crime scene. Someone had thrown a package at the White House saying it was a bomb, and shortly afterwards, the agent's car plowed right through the area. The package turned out to be a book. The jury in the Boston Marathon bombing trial has now had a chance to hear from a man who saw the Tsarnaev brothers up close. Dun Meng was a man carjacked by the brothers in the days after the bombing. He told the jury that the decision to jump out of his car was the hardest thing he's ever done. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev faces dozens of charges. And an American healthcare worker sick with Ebola is now at a Maryland hospital. The patient was admitted to the National Institutes of Health hospital in Maryland early this morning after being flown in from Sierra Leone. This patient will be the 10th treated for Ebola in America, the 2nd at this particular hospital. The longtime managers of the Alamo have been given the boot. The Texas General Land Office just fired the daughters of the Republic of Texas, severing a relationship that dates all the way back to the 19th century. Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush cited 10 violations, included in those failing to maintain the site property. And don't mess with Kentucky's bourbon. Police officers near Lexington say they found 5 barrels of bourbon, all stolen from the Wild Turkey Distillery. Each barrel is worth about $6,000. They also found about 24 guns and drug paraphernalia. The suspect faces several charges. And that was your very latest Newsmax Now update. We'll have more coming your way in about a half hour. And as always, stay connected with us by visiting our parent website, newsmax.com.